Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharyamanyamam Asmadacharyaparyantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and blessings. I welcome all the devotees and disciples, satsangis who are sitting around the world at this moment in 330 places and 158 cities in 22 countries. And the cities who are sitting with me in two-way connection: Ohio, New York, New Jersey, Hyderabad, San Jose, Seattle, and Los Angeles, Vancouver. I welcome all of you, and I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject: Samadhi Parinama, space of Samadhi. Patanjali is explaining in many sutras, in many different possible ways about Samadhi. Please understand, we may think, why is he talking about Samadhi from so many different angles? He is talking so that different mental set of people can understand Samadhi. A corporate guy can never understand melting down and sitting at the feet of the master and experiencing Nirodha Parinama. A person who is filled with sacred sentiments can never understand. By analyzing, logically you can experience Samadhi. So Patanjali is giving different method, technology, techniques, possibility for different mental setup. When he talks about Nirodha Parinama, he is giving the process for the people who can click with sacred sentiments. But now in the sutra, Samadhi Parinama, he is giving the possibility for logic and intellect. How a person who thinks nothing else except his intellect exists on the planet Earth can experience Samadhi, can experience Samadhi Parinama. Patanjali is Jagat Guru, who gives solution practically for all the problems and who gives technique and technology and method for all possibilities. He can reach out to every possible problems which can happen in every possible mind and liberate people, make them experience and express every possible spiritual experience and extraordinary powers. Samadhi Parinama, the space of Samadhi. Please understand, what he defines by Nirodha Parinama, what he defines by Samadhi Parinama is one and the same, but to whom he is speaking is different. Sarvartha Ekakratayoho Shaya Udayau Chittasya Samadhi parinamaha, space of samadhi. Nirodha parinamaha, I translated as space of no mind. Samadhi parinamaha, I translate as space of samadhi. But I want you to know, both are one and the same, different branding. But the space or the experience itself is one and the same. In that sutra, he was talking to a different audience. In this sutra, he is talking to different audience, different group, different mental setup he is addressing. I wanted to comment on all the sutras so that all possible mental setup human beings can experience it, can grasp it, can understand it. Let us see how Swami Vivekananda translates the sutra, taking in all sorts of objects and concentrating upon one object or two modifications of the mind. When the first of these is suppressed and the other manifested, the chitta acquires the modification called samadhi. Amazing understanding. Swami Prabhavananda translates as, when all mental distractions disappear and the mind becomes one-pointed, it enters the state called samadhi. When there is a decline, Swami Sachidananda translates as, when there is a decline in distractedness and appearance of one-pointedness, then comes samadhi parinamaha, development in samadhi. I'll translate this sutra in my own way. Please understand. I'll give you the exact meaning, the concept, then I'll give you the translation. Taking up any one object or experience or idea and hanging all your thoughts to that one idea, to that one concept, and being centered on that one concept, on that one idea, on that one truth, slowly mellows down the unnecessary wanderings and movements of your mind, which allows the inner sun to radiate, which allows the constant deflection, the Maya effect inside you to disappear, which allows the superconscious transition as reality. Please understand, I am using a word, superconscious transition. All the technique, technology, spirituality, religion, everything you use is for smooth superconscious transition. As human being, the moment you assume body, the moment you are embodied, you have already received the possibility of superconsciousness. You have to become enlightened. No way. Either by being beaten strongly by the fear or greed, spouse or mistress. You do not have choice whether to experience superconscious or not, but you have choice whether the transition into superconsciousness is going to be smooth or difficult. See, life as such is transition into superconsciousness. Nothing else. Even if you drink whole day alcohol and womanize whole night and eat all filth and do all the extreme negative things, you are transitioning into superconsciousness. Please understand. But difficult, long, hard way, that's it. Life, if you are feeling you exist, anything you do is transition into superconsciousness. Spiritual practices, religious techniques makes the transition smooth, blissful, happy. That's it. Understand? Life is superconscious transition. Any action you do, transition is happening, but the actions through which the transition is hard, difficult, complicated are called wrong acts and wrong thoughts. The acts and thoughts which makes the transition smooth, joyful, relaxed, blissful is called spirituality. That's it. But life is transition into superconsciousness. Here, Patanjali is explaining one of a powerful way for the smooth transition into superconsciousness. And please understand, transition into superconsciousness automatically makes you explode in all different directions. When the consciousness transition happens in you, even the Brahma and Vishnu, wealth and knowledge, tries to seek your feet or head, means even they are subdued, have subservients for you. There is a beautiful story in the Vedic tradition. The Brahma and Vishnu started fighting. Who is bigger? It is almost like universities and industries fighting. Wealth and knowledge fighting. The universities are shouting in the loud voice, we are the superior, we know everything. Wealthy guys shout in loud voice, we are superior, we only fund you. Without us, you can't stand. Anyhow, whatever education, finally it is going to boil down at our feet, in our mercy. Money, everything boils down to money. But the university guys are shouting, no. However, whatever wealth you may create, it is we who create the system. So the fight between the knowledge and wealth is eternal. Even though it is ephemeral, the fight is eternal. Two anityas are fighting in nitya. Two ephemeral things are fighting, claiming that they are nityas, because unfortunately nitya has not happened in you. Then Shiva happens. He just explodes and appears as a light shaft and asserts his nityatva. Then says, wealth and knowledge, come on, find out my head or feet. They both run. Wealth runs towards the feet and knowledge runs towards the head. Both of them are searching. Finally, not only they could not find, they became servants. So when the conscious transition happens in you, when the superconscious transition happens in you, when you start growing towards superconsciousness, when the superconsciousness explosion happens in you, understand the wealth and knowledge will become your servants. Till then, in you the wealth and knowledge will be fighting with each other. Who is superior and who is going to possess you? Till the age of 20, knowledge tries to possess you. From 20 to 40, wealth tries to possess you. Wealth is a concept which is trying to take over your life. Knowledge is a concept which is trying to take over your life. Blessed are those who allow the consciousness to possess you. If you are spending your first 20 years for Brahma, knowledge, and next 20 years for Vishnu, wealth, then the fourth and fifth 20 years, be very clear, is going to be a big mess, even if you have both, because that both is going to keep you in constant distortion, distress, and fight. If the first 2 quarters is spent for Brahma and Vishnu, the last 2 quarters will be spent in the fight. So I tell you, at least the first quarter of the life should be spent on transition into superconsciousness. Then you will see Brahma and Vishnu are serving you. That's exactly what I did in my life. First quarter of my life is spent for transition into superconsciousness. Now, Brahma, Vishnu, everybody is serving me. Now, I am not egoistic or proud or claiming something big. See my life with open eyes. When I say Brahma, I mean knowledge. When I say Vishnu, I mean wealth. And I have both to fulfill what I want to fulfill in my life. Because first quarter of my life I spent in the conscious transition, the superconscious transition. Now I have wealth to fulfill whatever I want to do. I have knowledge to achieve what I want to do. So every child should be encouraged in the first quarter of life for the transition into superconsciousness. Then wealth and knowledge is there all over, understand? After the IT revolution, the wealth and knowledge is available all over. I can say the IT revolution has brought an important change to the world. Wealth and knowledge is just available all over. All you need is just decide and pick it up, that's all. Nothing else. Actually, I feel now you just need a will to enjoy wealth and knowledge. Nothing else is required for you. The IT revolution has brought everything, plenty. You just need will to have it. Don't ever think India is poor country. Here I have a fact. Indians may be poor, but India is not poor country. Says one of the Swiss bank directors. He says 280 lakh crore of Indian rupees is deposited in Swiss banks. I am giving you the clear reference, which can be used for taxless budgets for 30 years. It can give 60 crore jobs to all Indians. Free supply to more than 500 social projects. Every citizen can get monthly 2000 rupee for 60 years. Wealth and knowledge is all over. You just need a consciousness to pick it up and enjoy. So spend little time and energy on superconscious transition. You will just see wealth and knowledge is serving you. As a byproduct, they are there, lying in front of your house, waiting at your gate to serve you. Samadhi parinama means taking up one truth and connecting all the distractions, thoughts, modifications happening in your inner space to that one subject or object you picked up. Through that, allowing the inner awakening to blossom, samadhi to happen in your inner space is samadhi parinamaha. So pick up any one object, go on connecting all your thoughts and actions to that one object. Allow that one to shine in your inner space as powerfully as possible, as gracefully as possible, as intensely as possible. See, when you allow one object to shine in your inner space, you will allow three things. One, transition into superconsciousness. Two, unnecessary wastage of mental energy will be stopped. Three, an extraordinary, unimaginable creativity opens through your inner space. All I did is go on resting in the state which has happened in me at the age of 12. At the age of 12, something has happened in me. So I went on resting myself into that space. A constant excitement for no reason. If I have to describe that space, I went on resting into that space. I saw three things happened. One, establishing means relaxing into the superconsciousness, of course, which has already happened. But I can say more and more the body was being soaked into that. Second, there was no disturbance, distraction, suffering, depression. When you throw stones at a hill, it gets added. You are throwing stones at Arunachala. When you throw stones towards Arunachala, what will happen? Only the hill gets added. Earlier, my laughter used to make millions of people in bliss. Now, my laughter is making billions of people in bliss and few hundred in depression. It has started the Ishta Paribalana and Dushta Nigraha. Earlier it was doing only Ishta Paribalana. Three things happened in me. One, the body is being soaked again and again and again into that superconscious state. Second, no depression, no disturbance, no distraction. Third, the extraordinary creativity is expressed. Yesterday when Swami came to the ashram, surprise visit, he said, Swamiji, now you are shining more. Your words are more strong. Your presence has become more intense. Not only me, everybody feels that. At least all the people who have eyes and who wanted to see are feeling that. Physically, spiritually, the possibility of giving experience, the energy, everything has become intensely great. So understand, we are only growing from auspiciousness to more auspiciousness. Every day the mission is exploding. Just today morning, we finished first Kalpataru, E-Kalpataru in New Jersey. They are sitting even now with us. First time, through video conferencing, Acharya conducted classes and then I gave darshan. We are sitting now, new trend. I request all the satsang centers, please enroll your E-Kalpataru as quickly as possible. We'll start almost every day E-Kalpatarus. And after all, now we have many sabhas, many acharyas. Let's go on. People have seeking, we have transformation. So we will go on giving transformation to people who are seeking. We will be alive forever. We cannot be destroyed. We cannot be disturbed. We will go on expanding, exploding, and expounding on negativity. Understand? I give you this as a technique. Pick up one subject, one concept, one object, and hang all your thoughts, ideas into that. Put everything into that. You will see these three happening in you. One, transition into superconsciousness smoothly. Second, no depression. Your mental energy will not be wasted in unnecessary distractions. Third, extraordinary creativity out of your own consciousness. I am telling you from my experience, all these three will happen to you. Start catching one subject inside and see that all your thinking all day hangs around that one subject, that one concept, that one truth. I bless you all to achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, and share the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you.